And that flash flood threat is growing across parts of the I-95 corridor as severe storms are kicking off the work week. Now, I say kick off because we also have FIFA World Cup for both New York, New Jersey Stadium and Philadelphia Stadium. So a lot going on, a lot of tourism flooding into the United States. And so anywhere where any time that you have severe storms, no matter where it is in the country, it can really slow folks down in terms of travel. So what we're looking at right now, things are somewhat calm along parts of New York, Philly, even out towards Washington, D.C. This advancing warm front, which at this point is just south of D.C., will start to push further and further north. And as it does so, bringing in more of the instability and heat with it. That's going to be fuel for some of these severe storms. Now, in the wake of that, we're also looking at a surface area of low pressure currently sitting somewhere across the Ohio River Valley, and then we'll move towards the northeast. But it has been triggering a couple of rounds of very heavy rain, especially into Kentucky. We're looking just east of Louisville, Kentucky, where we've got a couple of flash flood warnings that are out. In this particular zone, we've seen about 2 to 3 inches of rain within the last 3 hours. And in my experience, anytime where you have that 2 to 3 inch signature within a short 3-hour period, that's when flash flood warnings are likely issued. Anytime where you have about 1 inch, 2 inches per hour, not necessarily getting into flash flood territory, but 2 to 3 is when things can really start to take a turn, especially in this case, right along Interstate 64. So you have a lot of movement across parts of Kentucky in this general zone. The widespread look, though, for flood alerts is pretty expansive. We've got flood watches almost for the entire state of West Virginia, eastern Kentucky as well. A couple of rivers that we're still monitoring after recent heavy rains in parts of Illinois. But then you have this small zone from Philly, well, small, I say that relatively speaking when you compare it to this big zone across the Mid-South. But for a spot like Philadelphia and into New York, this is largely because it is such a densely populated area. You have a lot of infrastructure, so flash flooding happens at a much quicker rate. And if you have a thunderstorm that sets up with 1 to 2 inch per hour rainfall rates, that's enough to prompt flash flood concerns. Now, we have been somewhat on the drier side across Philly and New York, so the soil is still accepting of some more moisture, so that'll help out mitigate the flash flood threat. But again, because of the urban nature of this and also some areas that have a higher propensity to flood in neighborhoods. I used to live in Hoboken, and anytime there was a 30-minute thunderstorm, you were going to have piles of water near some of our storm drains. And so those are the zones that they're really highlighting under that flood watch, Stephen. Yeah. The bulk of this, though, comes through right at rush hour. We'll have a couple of isolated storms by 2, 3 o'clock, and then things start to cluster ahead of that cold front. They grow in scale, and that's when we could have more of a widespread damaging wind threat heading across this evening about 7 through even overnight.
You know, I find it funny because I don't remember which event it was, but I think it was earlier this month or late last month. No flood watch was issued, and New York City flooded. Yeah. So, and they didn't even issue a flash flood warning for that event. But there was clearly flooding that was ongoing. So yeah, it's good to have that. I mean, the atmosphere is juiced enough to where we could have some isolated flooding. But the tornadic threat, I think that's the one that's going to be something I pay attention to. We could be talking about either tornadic storms by this time tomorrow morning, or maybe just it was heavy rain. Let's hope for the latter. Yeah,
low-end threat for tornado potential here, but non-zero. And, you know, it was, I think, even less than a week ago where we had a tornado that was seen in parts of Vermont. So upstate New York, they had that sneaky tornado threat. So it's the time of year for the Northeast to be talking about these modes of severe weather, but likely starting off as more discrete storms. That would be the higher chance of seeing a little extra rotation there, more than likely within the warm sector of that cold front and then the warm front. But I will say it is a little sneaky zone right on the northern nose of that warm front. Sometimes you can get a little extra rotation.
We'll see how it ultimately plays out. So we've got storms today and maybe some storms tomorrow.